So 4-0 win here on the opening day. How would you describe the game?
It's a strange one, isn't it? Because I think our keeper had a top game, made 2 or 3 world-class saves and come and took some big crosses. But I thought through all over the pitch, we were fantastic. Look, we were 4-0 up at half-time, but it could have been 7-4 to us. It was that type of game, very erratic, very hectic. But we won 4-0, so ultimately, when we review the game on video tomorrow, we'll have a look at that and we'll have a chat about it. But winning 4-0 in your first game of the season away from home against a side that I expect to be in and around the top 10 is a fantastic result.
You said it could have been 7-4 at half-time. Matt's played a huge part in the game, you've got to say.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he's. I think there was 1 or 2 in the first half, 1 in the second half. But that sounds awful what I said, but it's his job. You know, I've watched him. I've watched other goalkeepers. There's nothing in non-league that comes close to him. He is that good. I cannot believe after playing 20 plus games for Tranmere last season, he wasn't snapped up by a League Two club. We've got him as our goalkeeper. He loves it here. But ultimately, the job he's paid to do, he does every single game, whether that be a pre-season friendly or today. He knows what his role is, and we go after that type of quality in every single position. So he kept us in the game at times. I say kept us in the games, we were 2-0 up at that point. But I think going forwards, sharing the goals out, the amount of chances we created, let's not pretend it could have been more. You know, Jordan missed a one-on-one late in the first half. Could have really put the icing on the cake, but listen, you can't grumble at that scoreline and the performances of all the players.
You've previously coached 𝗦𝗲𝘀𝘀𝗲𝗀𝗀 at Chester and Spennymoor, and you've turned up here and he's already here. Just scoring the first goal of the league season, what sort of a player is he?
Listen, what's the word I'm looking for? Mercurial talent, where he can do things at this level of football that no other player can do. You know, he's got an incredible ability. The thing for Jude was putting it all together, making sure that the final part of his play, whether that be crossing, assisting, passing or finishing, he's doing a bit he really needs to add to his game, because his game knowledge now is outstanding. As you said, we've had him for the last 3 years. Steve Holford has had him previously, so we've all had him since he was a kid, essentially. But it was about putting it all together, a bit of like a jigsaw puzzle for Jude. But as I say, at this level of football, you don't get that level of ability, and that first strike, that is it, was absolutely incredible. Just a shame. He wanted to take the penalty, but we have designated penalty takers, so it would have been nice for him to get the hat-trick. But a really good performance, and just an absolute pleasure to manage and coach.
He picked the ball up with a smile on his face and then happily gave it off. It says something about the squad that you've built.
Well, yeah, it does. They're all very close. They all know each other very well. Every single one of them has played with each other in the past, somewhere else. But as I say, you know, ultimately, Josh was the designated penalty taker. It's not something we pick out the hat. So whether a player's on the hat trick or not, he understood that. Maybe if Josh wouldn't have said anything to him, he might have took the penalty. But that's how we work. You get given a role and you stick to it.
So is it the case of the same again on Tuesday?
I hope so. Yeah. The problem with that is that there's always an opposition in the way trying to stop you from playing well and getting a result. So today doesn't matter when we start thinking about the Tuesday game. The problem with the Tuesday game is we've spent a lot of time looking at Rylands and what they do. We've limited time on Lancaster. Obviously scouts have been there today and have been there for the last week or two, but we'll use what we've got. But you're going into it blind. None of the sides was all Lancaster train in between. So we'll go in there a little bit blind, but we're at home. We'll embrace it, we'll enjoy it, we'll play the way we want to play, and fingers crossed, as you say, we get a similar result.